Thank you! Thank you. I was like, ah!
Have you ever looked at someone and wondered, what's going on inside their head? Well, I know. I know Jordy. Well, I am Jordy, so I should know. Yeah, I should. Well, you know what? Roll the real intro.
Let's go. You good, girl?
Yep, that's me. Why? Hello there! It's me. Update on my life. I just came back from Seattle. It was great. Go check out my Seattle vids. They were quite swell. I just survived the craziest and scariest flight of my life. It basically, the plane went through a cloud and then we went in an air gap or something. I don't know. An air pocket. That's what it's called. And it went in and the plane like dropped. Like everyone was like, ah! Like it was like, it was really scary. Like I felt like I was on like everyone. I was just like okay. Like no, it was only scary because I watched the first few episodes of Lost, and that's exactly what happened before they crashed on the place. So that's why it was scary. I was just like oh my god. And then we had to like pick up speed so we could go back up. And then we were going so fast when we were landing. I was like oh my god, oh my god. And then my dad was like, okay, the landing is gonna be a little rush, just wanna like warn you guys. And I was like, oh god. We landed like it was like it like went down and then back up, and I was like, oh my god, like it was fine. I was like, okay, like I was just like happy. It wasn't like it could have been a lot worse. It was fine. I was just like not expecting it. I was just kind of getting on the plane like, okay, like I'm going home, but like I just wasn't like expecting I was gonna have to like hold on for dear life, you know. Anyways, sorry about that. I will be doing the Inside Out tag. I've wanted to do this tag for so long, and I'm happy that I'm finally doing it because I say things that I want to do and then I never do them. So I'm gonna do a lot of Inside Out tags. I've seen like the Inside Out book tag. I want to get to that. And then there's like the Inside Out like Disneyland tag. I want to do that. So I want to get to all these. So this is like the general like Inside Out tag. So Inside Out. If you are the 0.0001% of the world that has no idea what I'm talking about, it is the film that changed my life. About 5 emotions in Riley's head: fear, joy, disgust, sadness, and anger. First, I'm going to start by saying that in my head, the main controller is definitely Joy, and then Joy's like right-hand man. In my head is disgust, because and then her left-hand man is fear, because fear, disgust, and joy are like my top 3 like emotions of every day. Like, and then there's like anger and sadness. I get more like when I'm angry, it's more out of disgust, and when I'm sad, it's more out of like fear. So to me, it's like fear is like an umbrella of like sadness, and then disgust is like an umbrella of like you know like I don't think. Yeah, but this movie actually taught me such a good lesson because I think that year, 8th grade, I felt the whole year, I was like, you know what, it's good to always be happy, but there is a way to always turn things around, but you need to feel your emotions, and that's what's the big thing in the movie, you know, like even when I saw it at first, I was like, what, like, I was really confused. I was like, why is it telling you to be sad, like, and I was like, because you need to feel your emotions. It's very important. Anyways, let's get on right to it. Fear. Well, I'm afraid of... Okay, my big fear is snakes. Oh my god. Like, sometimes they won't even be on my mind. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've had this fear for so long that it's like just become like, whatever. I think there's a moment in my life I couldn't even hear the word, so like everyone around me had to call them snooze. I'd be like, oh, is there snooze here? And people would be like, oh no, there's no snooze. I'm like, okay, good, because like in my mind I wasn't like thinking about it. I was like snooze, and people were like no snooze, no snooze. Like my family has to be like no snooze, no snooze. And I was like, okay, good. Like I just think this fear started. I was at camp. My camp that I go to doesn't have a lot of snakes. It just has like it just has snakes. It's like in the mountains. So one day I was like running and I started slowing down. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I just kept running and I was like, and everyone was like standing at the door and everyone was like, get in, get in. And I was like, oh my god, what is going on? And I got into like, there's a snake out there. And I was like, oh wait, to stay in the room. And I was like, I literally just stepped on a snake. Like, what the hell? Like, this conversation is actually like making like me hurt. Like, oh god. Another fear I have anxiety. So that is a big fear of mine. So the unknown is just like really like scary for me. Like, and the unknown of snakes is also very scary. But the unknown, I mean, when I'm doing like a new thing or something, like it's my first time, I get very like anxious. I get very nervous. Like, oh my god, like is it gonna be great? Like today on the plane, I was like I'm very scared. Like I'm not afraid of planes. I was just scared of the unknown. Like my mind just plays tricks on me. I was like, oh my god, like are we gonna be alright? Are we gonna like land safely? I was just like very like I just fear, you know. Disgust. Okay, where do I begin? I'm so disgusted when the sound of chewing. I just like it's not even the sound like that's disgusting on its own, but like the sound of like eating, like the or like when people are just like I don't like sounds people make. Like I hate the sound of I hate like some like just like regular table manners and just like regular things like that. Just like do not please me. Like I'll just be sitting there and someone's like put sounds on me. I'm just like, oh my god. Like, and you would think like I'm someone who's very like out there. I'm like, oh whatever. Like you can like I'm very exposed today. Like I don't care. Like oh I'm like oh my god. Like you can see like my nose goo. Like whatever. Like people are like, oh, like he's really, but I get disgusted too, but not at things myself. Like I don't like chew, and I'm like, ew, like this sounds my chewing. Like it's like I don't know, like it's all relative, you know. Anger, okay, I get angry. Anger is not one of my big things, like I said, but I do get angry. Like I get angry when people assume things that aren't true. Like I just like don't like when people are like, oh, well, aren't you like. Or when people like think they know me, like assume things about me, like oh well, you're a boy, so you must like sports, or like I get very angry, like why are you assuming things? Like I just don't like people assuming things, and I don't think it's appropriate for people. I don't like when people don't tell you things just for the sake of not telling you. Like this one time, I remember being like, oh my god, my anger is like so there right now. I remember this one. I was at Six Flags, and everyone was standing there, and everyone. All the people there knew everyone wanted to go to Twisted Colossus. And I was like, okay, like let's just like run to it. So I ran to it, like it was like a race. Like I was like kicking all these like little 6-year-olds in the face, or like these 8-year-olds. I was like, I'm getting there for my family, and I did. Like I got there, and they're like, sorry, it's closed. Try another ride. And I was like, why would they tell you at the front that there was like that it was closed? Like why did they just tell us? Like it made me very angry. Or like, I don't know, like just, I was like, and then we go to another ride, like, sorry, it's closed. Like, why? Like, just like, tell us what's closed so we can go to those rides. Like, it's just like simple things like that. Another thing that makes me angry, this is also like kind of like a sad thing, but I'm just gonna like say angry. Like, I get very angry at when people are just like, literally like, this is gonna make me sound like such, like, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like, but like, when people like just like say things just to say things, like I know before I was like when they don't say things, but like this is like totally different. Like not when like people don't inform you, but like when people just like are like say things like, oh yeah, blah blah, so and so hates you. Like I have this thing where you don't say things that other people say about you, because that's like when people tell me like to be like, oh, like I don't like that person how they look today. Like, oh, but don't tell them. Like, yeah, because I would go up to that person and say, oh, like, so-and-so doesn't like you. Because then I'm upsetting them for breaking their trust, telling them. And I'm upsetting them by telling her something that they don't like. You know, it's just, like, a really bad concept. So, I don't like when people tell me that. I'm like, I'm not even upset that they don't think that. Like, I'm upset that you told me that. Like, why would you just, like, yeah. Sadness. Oh, Jesus. Okay. For me, I think like those dog commercials or like the commercials with like, ugh, I like, you know what makes me like the commercials where like the dogs are like they like find the dogs a home, and I'm just like I'm trying to watch like a show right now, and that's just sad. Or like when sad movies. Okay, the scene in Toy Story 2 when like Jessie. Oh my god. Like or oh Jesus. Like the beginning of Frozen. Like it just makes me sad. Now we're going to talk about joy. Like honestly, what doesn't cause me joy? Music causes me joy. Disney causes me. Disneyland. Like sitting around talking with friends, sitting around talking to my family, playing Kahoot with my family, which is actually very fun. I did that. And with like my like talking just like to my camera and like or just like sitting and looking at a picture. Like honestly, like what doesn't make me happy? Anything except the things I just said. Except like childhood. When I get childhood memories, like ugh, it's so great. Bing Bong. Bing Bong. Okay. Well, I did have this imaginary friend named TikTok who lived in the Good Sleep Inn. I don't know. TikTok was this imaginary friend. It was like this kind of like little like I don't know. I can't even explain how she looked like. TikTok. I don't think that's how I explain my Bing Bong because Bing Bong was just like her imagination. So I'd say in my imagination land there is definitely like how Riley had those things in her mind where it was like the couches and the lava. That was so neat. Like imagination land. Let's see. Well. What other things were in my imagination? Yeah, in my old house, I literally like made this entire amusement park when I was little. I literally like, and to me that would be like my imagination. Like I'd walk in my house and be like, oh, and I made a movie theater in my house one time that was just me being a bunch of trash. Literally like, such trash. Oh well, thank you for letting me rant about my favorite animated movie that, unfortunately had to bust the way out of Toy Story 2. But Inside Out, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It speaks to everyone. Like literally, when I saw it, I was like, I just sat there and I was like, I knew it was gonna be amazing, obviously. But I sat there like, that is like literally me. Like there are moments in my day where my like plate thing just goes blank. I'm like, I'm not feeling anything right now. People like, oh, are you feeling okay? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling anything. Like, I don't know. Like even today, like everything just looks like today, and how the littlest things like can change how your memories can make personalities for you, and it was so accurate because like that's right. Like emotions, like your memories do go to long term at night, and like it was just things like that. Like, and I'm like really like convinced that that's going on. And when I was little, I had so many conspiracy theories about what's going on in my head. But I'm like, no, I'm like that's what's going on. By the way, thank you. Have a wonderful day, a magical day, and ta-ta for now.